what is up all of you awesome people? It is TheMunchBowl here, and today, yeah, I picked the right time to do this video, didn't I? Right when the dumpster, what's it called? I don't even know what this truck is called. Garbage truck, is that what you call it? It's taking the garbage. Imagine the whole dumpster just falls in the truck. Oh, hopefully they don't see me, hopefully. I actually thought it was gonna be way louder than it was, because usually it's just like, and yeah, I really wasn't trying to hear all that, but it wasn't that loud today. That's good. But anyways, what is up all of you awesome people? It's TheMunchBowl here, and today, you see by the title, I have the huge transformation to show y'all. I'm actually gonna be performing it on myself. Yeah, and just to show y'all what I'm working with, I'll just show y'all the hairline first, probably the worst part. Boom, you see all this taco meat? It's like a taco line, like somebody scooped the taco meat in a line. Yeah, never mind, I'm not even gonna roast myself like that. But look at it, it's not looking too well up there. It's not looking too well. It's just all, you know, bad looking. I know some people probably want me to grow this part out so I can grow it into the dreadlocks, because, you know, a lot of times when you try to make a tapered hairline, or where you try to cut your baby hairs, then people will cut into your dreadlocks and keep on going back and back and back. But my thing is, if you know what you're doing, you're not going to really do that. I make sure that I don't do that. But I'll show you what I'm working with on the side. I have all this, you know, all this growth. And it's a nice little afro. It feels really good. I've actually forgot what like an afro feels like. And people actually wanted me to like start dreads on the side. But the thing about that is, I mean, that would be cool, but it's like, it will take way too long for the hair on the side to catch up anyways, because it's already 2 years worth of growth. And plus, I don't really want a full head of dreads anyways. And if y'all been freaking on the channel, y'all know about the whole wave thing, but I quit the wave thing, sadly for some people. But it's just, you know, I really want to go back to fading my hair, and plus it's just way easier to not have waves, honestly. Waves was a cool experiment, and that's really all it was. I was not being super legit about, I'm gonna actually rock this as a hairstyle. It was just an experiment. But I don't hate on anybody who wants to do it as a hairstyle though. But honestly, I'm just rambling on, aren't I? But I'm gonna try to give myself a really nice fade this video. Like the best fade I've ever done in my entire life type stuff. I want it to look more like a fade than just bald on the side. But y'all see that when I do it. So I'll see y'all when I'm actually deciding to cut my hair. So let's go. Alright, so I got everything here. You're probably wondering why I have 3 clippers. These are my Speedmaster clippers, so these are what I fade with. These are my Pivot Pro trimmers, which is what I, you know, balled out with, and this is what I actually lined myself up with, which is the Endless T outliners. But to be honest, you only need a clipper and a trimmer. I just use this to bald out, since I don't want to use, you know, my new T outliners, or because I don't want to like dull them out or anything. But I'm gonna oil my clippers and get into this transformation, so let's go. All right, so I got my cape. I don't really know, I mean, this isn't like a real like barber cape or whatever, but I'm just gonna use it because I don't want to get hair all over my shirt. I'm like wrap it around. I'm gonna look like a superhero real quick, but it's okay. Superheroes come to save people, right? And yeah, I'm about to save my hair's life. All right, so we got all this going on. It's my cape. Flap, right? No? All right, I'll stop. So I got my clippers and trimmers oiled. And, you know, firstly, before I do anything to cut my hair, I have to, you know, put a hair tie on. So let's do it. All right, there we go. I'm not doing too much. Yeah, I probably am. But let's just get a good look on how rough I'm looking right now. It's looking bad, isn't it? It's looking bad. Now, as you see, I got all this. Boom. I don't even know where this came from. I don't think it came from any dreads, because, like, I don't know. Y'all probably don't know how long my hair actually is on the side. Let's just pick it out real quick. And this is how long my hair is. I guess y'all could follow along. Y'all could treat this as a tutorial if y'all want, because I mean, I do know what I'm doing. I don't want to nick any of my dreadlocks, so I want to make sure that the separation between this hair, like this separation right here, is visible. And with that said, we could go ahead and get into cutting. I know that's probably what y'all been waiting for, so yeah, let's just go already, you know? And believe it or not, I have been ready for this as well. I'm gonna just take off the bolt, because that's just the first thing I'm gonna do. Is clip on a one guard, boom, one guard right here, lever closed. I'm going to go with the grain to get all this hair down. Kind of emotional. I'm just going down with the grain with one guard, lever closed. If I don't know what lever open is, this, when the lever is pushed out, that's lever open. And lever closed is when the guard blade goes down, and that's lever closed when the lever is pushed in. So I could just do it right now. Woo. But we already cut one part, so we gotta cut it all, right? Not the dreads, all right? You wanna make sure you get everything pretty thorough. I'm gonna do this to my baby hairs as well. And like I said, I'm gonna make sure that there's all that separation so I'm not nicking the dreads whatsoever. And if this is your first time or if you're new, then always make sure that you brush out your clippers so it just cuts better. And try as many angles as you can, because some angles do work better than others, or you'll be able to work in some angles better than other angles. Now time to get into the actual fade. And in fact, some of these little hairs you see, I'm probably just gonna snip off with some scissors, because I really don't want any frizz on these, or on this fade. I don't really want any frizz on my fade. But anyways, now time to the actual part that y'all been waiting for, the fade that I've been waiting for. Honestly, I might take this off because, hey, this is kind of annoying, honestly. I got hair on my shirt anyways. I don't know why I thought this was going to work. But we about to fade it. Here we go. So I'm going to start in the middle of the C cup. Y'all can follow along if you want. But first step is to just set our guideline, what, you know, we're going to ball it out under. And if anything, set it lower than you want it to be, because you probably just end up pushing it up anyway. So here we go. Now the other side I'm gonna do. Because I don't even know if I really even want it this low in the back. So that's why I said set it low, because you just probably end up going higher, but you don't want to set it too high and then not be able to like reverse it. Because once the hair is off, it's already off. So that's why you want to take off little by little. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Now all you need to do is ball it out under that. You want to just go from everything by that line and just knock it off. Alright, so now that I got that done, which don't worry about getting all of the stubble off, because you can just go back to it later, but you just want to make sure you get most of it off and clean everything up on the bottom so you can actually move on to the next step. Which the next step is no guard, lever open, and go up about halfway. So I'm going to go up about, this would be like an inch or half an inch, but lever open means boom. Just like that, boom. Go up halfway. kind of curve out too from the side because you want that to be a little darker. So make sure you brush them along the way too, because I'll reveal some spots that may have been curled up or something. This is how everything's looking so far. After that, since I'm not super quick at cutting my hair, the clippers do get a little hot, so I usually take like a little intermission to just, you know, continue to bald out everything under here. And now, time to go with one guard, lever open. So lever open, keep that lever open. And time to go up just basically the rest of the bulk. I know there's like a little part right here. Yes, I'm gonna fix that. That all comes in detailing afterwards. Now putting on the 0 guard, and I'm gonna have lever closed for this, and it's gonna take out that middle line. So this line, and that you see this line right here, boom, right at the bulk. That's what I'm gonna be taking out. You wanna take it out with like flicking out. You wanna just like tap at it. Look, it's already in, you know, boom, that middle line already getting knocked out. The last step is no guard, lever closed. And you just, now we're just gonna take out this very visible bottom line and just flick out as well. So, here we go. Try not to push up, because I noticed that was kind of what I was doing, so don't push up. Alright, so that bottom line is pretty much taken out. So here's how the fade's looking so far. It isn't looking, you know, amazing yet, obviously, because we still have to do our detail work. And really what detail work is just going in places where you see that it doesn't look as good. Like I know for these dark spots up here, you know, it doesn't look the best. So that's why I'm actually going to go back in with the 1 guard lever closed, 1 guard lever open, and try to clean that up basically. See, watch this, watch this. Watch how it's gonna get cleaned up, watch. Boom, you see how much better it looks? There is a line right here, so I'm gonna have to take that out with the 0 guard lever closed. And that's all detail work is just seeing spots that need improvement and improving them little by little. Anyways, this is how it's looking. The fade is looking really nice, except this little spot right here, kind of like the ear mark. I don't know if that's how my hair naturally is, or if I just messed up right there. It is. It's like only this is my only 3rd time actually fading my whole head, or like a high top fade type thing. But now on to the liner. Now what I do for my hairline, obviously I went down with one guard lever closed with the grain, which with the grain basically just means with the pattern your hair grows in. So since my hair grows this way, or I want it to grow this way, then I'm doing it this way, which takes off less hair. So now it's time to bust out the T outliners. I haven't used these in like ever since the review, really. I only use these once, but they are really good. Doing a lineup is pretty easy. I'm gonna go ahead and put some clipper oil on here because I heard it helps it cut better. 1, 2, 3, and it should be pretty well. Kind of move it around a little bit so it could get nice and lubricated, and we should be ready to cut. But of course you do want to wipe off the oil as well after you're done. So boom, and should be good to go. I'm gonna spray my hair with this spritz. It just holds your hair in place. If you don't have anything, you can just use like a hot towel or something like that. But I'm just gonna spray this spritz on. But anyways, now that I got it held in place, you just want to start in the middle. First off, I want to see how much overhang I have. Like I said, yeah, so basically this starts my hairline. So I'm gonna just go with my hairline. So if you see me go back, that's me pushing my baby hairs back, the overhang, not the actual hairline. So here we go. Start in the middle though. All it is just like drawing in a straight line. You see how straight that line is? Make sure you get the corners as sharp as possible. And just go straight the same way around. Don't even move it, just move your head. And obviously brush all the hair off your head. You see I still have all this stuff? That's literally the overhang. Or at my widow's peak growing in. Always brush down because some hairs will reveal themselves after you brush them down that you didn't really get to get the first time around. Here we go for the second round. And the corners, make sure you just do them straight. And make sure you don't cut your eyebrows, because you see, one video I cut my eyebrow because I wasn't mindful of the clipper. So you want to make sure that you know where it's actually touching down at. Well, I'm going to do the side first. You need to, don't be fooled. Yeah, that should be good enough. Don't ever try to force anything, because then you end up pushing yourself back or something like that. And all you're doing on the C cup is just using your corners and just like trying to draw it in. That's really what cutting hair is just like almost like drawing it in. Hold up, I'm back in the game, bro. Yo, let's see. It's like any style. If you have a fade with it and a crispy lineup, it looks good. I wasn't really feeling the fade that much, but the lineup just like really reveals everything. I know my hair is looking weird right now. I'm gonna like put it up. But yeah, all glory to God, of course. He's the reason this video is even happening. He's the reason I even have these trimmers and stuff. Just like I said, I mean, this stuff came not even out of my pocket, out of other people's pockets. And of course, people provided it for me, but it's obviously God works through people, but that's another story for another time. All right, I came in here so I'll get some better lighting, but look at it. I'm just trying to make sure y'all, because it can look different in different types of lighting. And I want y'all to be the judge of it. I really want to honestly know how good I did and if I'm getting better, because like I don't want just my opinion, because other people's opinions do matter as well. I'll rate the fade like a 7, honestly, but I could always perfect that in the future. And that's the beauty of like learning things and getting better at it. This should encourage y'all to try things on your own. Try to cut your hair on your own. Like, it's not too difficult. Honestly, it's like if you just pay attention and take your time, because the first time it took like an hour or almost like an hour and a half to cut my hair, and that's because I was taking my time and I was like really trying to perfect it, and that's what I did this time as well. It took pretty long. But anyways, I'll stop rambling. All glory to God. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure to like it. If you want to see more videos from me in the future, please make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so y'all never miss out on another video from me in the future. And with that being said, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video.